And what an atmosphere we have here tonight. I'm Todd Grisham. Alongside me is Johnny Nelson.
Hi, Todd. Nice to be here with you.
It's time for our tale of the tape. And here... So much hype surrounding this. We waited a long time, and now we've got this fight. These two fighters are made for one another. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Just misses that uppercut. This fighter's completely content to sit back and let you make the first move. That's where they thrive.
Counterpunch is my favorite kind of fighter. A good counterpuncher, they're the people that make the history of our sport.
So much firepower here. They block the left there. Halfway through the round. I don't know who's got the advantage. Great stuff.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. It's like a match made in heaven.
This is the type of fighter that would say, I don't even want rounds. Let's just fight until one of us can't stand up anymore.
How you deal with a slugger, you've got to use brain over brawn. Bull in a matador, pop, jab, move. Get them angry.
Straight right just misses. One punch could change the entire complexion of this fight. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. Well, we're entering desperation mode here. Gonna need it. Here we go for round two. Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Walk away from each other and then run right back into trouble. Johnny, I love watching these lighter fighters just based on the hand speed and the foot movement. So impressive to watch. These two were made for each other. Halfway through the round, and it's pretty much even Steven.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
When are we going to see a jab from these two? In this division, both fighters will constantly be on their toes trying to punch and counterpunch.
Some fighters are just gifted. Gifted with such hand speed, footwork, movement. They are gifted. They are the chosen few.
Good counterpunching. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Talk about Crawford in that last round. Talk about a one-sided. The bell rings and we start the third. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything worked. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
fighter will say no mas. Back and forth they go. We wanted action, and they are delivering. Well, you know, in this division, you got to have speed and you got to have footwork, or you're going to be a cooked goose.
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, it can be intimidating. Just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
This fight a little bit closer than I think a lot of people thought.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Who's willing to go where the other fighter won't? These punches coming from every angle. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Talk about Crawford in that last round. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond here in the next round. Back at it in round 4. Well, Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
You know, with lightweights, these guys are going to be lightning quick.
Having so much speed, what happens to your opponent is you get cut to ribbons, and that's where the referee has to jump in and stop the fight. And you know this is going to happen, so you rush your work. You think, I've got to get him inside close round.
These two lightweights are showing you why they are the best of the best. Not a lot of defense here at all. Neither fighter willing to slow down. One of the best attributes to have in boxing has nothing to do with boxing. It's how well you can take a punch to the face.
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around her. Work the body, use tactics sometimes to actually outbox a fight and beat them on points.
He needs to be careful not to punch himself out. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Talk about Crawford in that last round. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round.
You can't leave it up to the judges.
There's the bell to start round 5. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Swing and a miss with that jab. By the way, the connect percentages have to be off the charts. It's not always about who hits harder. In this division, ring IQ can go a long way.
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
Let's watch this again. He set it up perfectly and knocked him down.
Shot from the gods, they say. A shot from the gods. One, two, three, four. You are ready.
At some point, the corner may have to intervene here because this fighter won't stay down.
Somebody can smell blood here. They can smell blood. They've got to be smart. Get in there. Then boom, back in the same spot again. It happened once. You got away with it. You can do it again.
Do you believe what we are seeing? Final 10 seconds here, and the corner better get warmed up. They've got some work to do. Let's talk about Kelly in that last round. He's been knocked down, but at least not knocked out yet. There's the bell for round 6. He couldn't finish him off in the last round. Let's see what this has in store for us.
Todd, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything, full barrel because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
This fighter expending a lot of energy in this round. That counter punch caught him clean. Kevin Kelly is dazed. Didn't wait long to get back in and get engaged.
Being dazed now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
We're at the halfway point of this round, and both of these fighters have had their moments. Still could go either way.
They're so close, so close.
Whoa, did you see that? Give me just a second here, Johnny. Ooh, Kevin Kelly took a sharp shot there. Looks like trouble was averted.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
They're giving us a high-tempo show. Nice counter shot. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. At this point, can't win on the scorecards. Here we go. It's round 7. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you. And that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
You can tell one of these fighters is starting to fade. What does he need to do to get back in this contest?
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
A lot of effort being exerted here. Just misses with that jab. Back and forth they go. Neither fighter willing to back down.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Blistering hand speed from both of these outstanding lightweights.
Don't get trigger happy, because all of a sudden you're going to be gassing yourself out trying to get that shot, and that's when they catch you.
Incredible work rate. Holding nothing back here in the round. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. I promise you, all three judges. Here's the bell to start round 8. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been.
Whoa, hold on a second, Johnny. Kevin Kelly just got rocked. And it appears they're out of trouble, at least for now. But that just goes to show you one clean punch changes everything.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. Like it never happened.
Johnny, you know, in the lightweight division, they've got fast hands, so get ready to see some lightning.
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym, you can do it in a fight. They've got to relax.
Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Left hook doesn't find its target. And he scores with the counter. His stamina is off the charts. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Talk about Crawford in that last round. Well, we know they've got the advantage so far, but how does this match get turned around? Let's see how much fatigue we see here in round 9. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
Well, you know, in this division, we're going to see a lot of combinations, a lot of counter-punching.
So you're getting in there with somebody that's so fast, you're prepared to take a licking, because you've got to get some before you get him close.
The perfect counter lands. You'd like to see more jabs. Nice idea with the jab, but does not land. Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Starting to take some deep breaths now, but still fighting hard. Oh no, Kevin Kelly in some real trouble here. I don't believe what we're seeing here.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What do they do? What do they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Kelly in that last round. How much cardio was... It's round 10. Not sure these two fighters can keep up the pace we saw last round, but you know they're going to try.
An amazing pace and tempo set in the last round. Can you keep this up? Me, personally, I don't think that's possible. And if they can, their training, their conditioning would have been ridiculous, like they're in the army. But these guys, if they can keep up this pace, we are in for a great night.
Good counter punching. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
They know the second they touch you, it's done. They're that powerful.
Deciding to let it all hang out here in this round. They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. Pretty close fight here in this round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Whoa, wait a minute! And Kevin Kelly is dazed. That was the moment. And what else could they do but to take a knee here?
That's really dented the ego. You don't want your opponents to see you do that.
You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Kelly in that last round. Now you start wondering how much work these two fighters did in the gym. Here we go in the championship rounds, round 11. Let's see how much recovery they saw there in the last minute.
Exerted a lot of energy in the fight so far. Now they're shattered. This is what you call championship rounds. If you have done the work, slept right, ate right, prepped right, I'm expecting you to get through this. If not, if you've cheated, the ring can be the loneliest place in the world.
Well, just a couple rounds left, Johnny. What's your assessment so far?
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong, because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
He misses with that straight left. Nobody home with that hook. This has been a very competitive round between these two.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dares do anything out of turn.
And Kevin Kelly has to go down. Let's watch that again in replay from a different angle.
That's lights out right there.
It's going to take more than that to keep this fighter down.
He's got to waste time. Get step behind the referee. When he comes close, tie him up.
As we enter the final 10 seconds here, it's probably a round he'd rather forget. Ooh, Kevin Kelly took a sharp shot there. Let's talk about Kelly in that last round. Boy, this next round is going to be crucial. On to the 12th. His eyes look pretty clear here, Johnny. How do you think he's going to do after being knocked down in the last round?
What a knockdown. 1 minute. You need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
Well, Johnny, has anything surprised you here as we enter the final frames of this bout?
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain then.
He's putting the pedal to the metal, but has to be careful that he doesn't run out of gas. Kevin Kelly just got rocked. Disaster averted, it seems. We continue on.
Defense, defense, defense is everything because they got shot once. They know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense. Work on defense.
Kelly couldn't take anymore. I want to see that again, but from a different angle.
A shot from the gods took him out.
Well, they're back up on their feet, but I'm not sure why.
He's up, but for how long? Look at her. It's on the heels. Look at, there's nothing there. There's no defense. The eyes are glazed. It just takes one more clear shot.
Hold on, down goes Kelly, but will he make it up? I think that will look even more dramatic in slow motion.
Even I've got to see that again. Where did that come from?
One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You're out.
So time to go celebrate after a knockout win here.
What a build-up. What a journey towards this fight. What a fight itself. The crowd enjoyed it. The fighters enjoyed it. I certainly enjoyed it. And what a way to...